reasons why varying, but it's been this year. It's been, as I felt, please. I'm not the biggest song version on the planet. I actually really feel a really old sticky, small belonging. I don't mind.
Because you used to wear your shorts a lot, but you've not got your shorts.
That starts next month.
After 400 yards, keep right.
In 6 months. Don't even in 6 months. Are you fed up with it, Paul, or are you just getting to grips with it? I mean, I know it's getting better now, ironically.
I missed a really bad week in March because I was on holiday and saw, I kept checking what's going on at home, and just saw it's snowing everywhere, 12-foot snow drift.
Where were you?
I was in New York, where incidentally it was only about -1 there. It wasn't particularly close.
Keep right.
It wasn't snowing. And the other thing is, it had snow. When we got on the plane at Heathrow and they did that, weather in New York, a bit chilly, and it's snowing actually. It was, and we landed, not a spot of snow, and you occasionally see little bits where, because of course in New York they're used to this, so they have the infrastructure to just blast it out of the way, off the roads, off the pavements very quickly. And so the day after it snows, you wouldn't know that it snows, whereas here, for about a week afterwards, the pavements are like an audition for Dancing on Ice.
Yes. But even still now, I mean, I get the train from one of the overground national rail stations, and there's still the salt on there from about a week and a half ago. I mean, no one, I think they don't turn up to clear it out. It still looks like they're waiting for the whatever renaissance of the ice to come back again. It's very, very grim.
I actually had a bit of a rant at my local council at one point because the roads were all pristine. The moment it was like, snow's forecast, out, grit the roads. And like, yeah, but I have to take my life in my hands to get to the railway station because I was walking on eggshells here because everything's frozen solid. And in the end, I did that awful middle-class sort of ridiculous thing that you write a letter to the council.
Oh, you didn't? Did they write back and
surely, no, I never replied. Surely it's in terms of like the reduction of hospital admissions and days off through people breaking legs and whatever, it's worth also clearing the footpaths.
Just take a look at yourself in the mirror.
I thought they were going to say you were going to put tights over your shoes.
That gives you purchase, that awful middle-class thing.
And the word, using a word like purchase is equally disturbing.
Someone bought you these things that you're supposed to stretch over your shoes, these big rubber things that have got like studs in them.
Oh yes, they're called something. Aren't they called, oh gosh, there's a name for those.
Yeah,
no, there's a very, because we've talked about them before.
There is.
What are they called?
Well, there's a few on the Twitter now. There isn't a specific name.
I'm just going to put this in to see if it's the right word. No, it's not that. That's something totally different.
Yeah, delete that.
Delete that, otherwise I'll be fine. What are they called? Gosh. We'll find. What are they? Because there is a specific word for those, which doesn't describe what it is. Because I remember when I first heard it years ago, I had to look that word up, and it's before we had the internet. What is it that the temporary bits of rubber that you put on your feet to get through the snow? Somebody will tell me. I know. Right? Can we start with the Boston attacks? We talked about this on the programme last night because it just happened. Obviously, we've had 24 hours to go through exactly what has happened and the results. We've seen various comments from the FBI saying they've got no idea yet. They're processing information. Barack Obama's condemned them, of course, saying it's a terrorist act. He also said 3 people have been killed, including this 8-year-old boy, 150 injured. Heinous and cowardly act, but stress he didn't know yet whether it's an organisation or indeed an individual who was responsible, or indeed what the motive was. What was your reaction when you heard? In fact, probably the last time I saw it was a year after our own terrorist incident on the 7th of July, 2007.
Well, I think for me, to attack a marathon where people are doing good for themselves and doing good for others, it's probably, I don't think terrorists could get much lower, but they have. They've stooped even lower beneath the gutter. And in no matter of the way, when you find out that they're pressure cooker bombed in rucksacks with nails, with ball bearings, I mean, that's designed to maim. It's not necessarily to kill, that's designed to maim and cause severe injury. And then seeing the news reports late last night of people describing feet removed, legs blown off.
And the doctors and the surgeons saying they're taking these bits of shrapnel from their bodies to then hand over straight to the FBI and the police try and work
these are blast injuries that, I saw the interview with the chap saying, you're normally used to seeing this in Afghanistan or Iraq. I mean, if I use the underground now, I always have my rucksack in front of my legs, and it was to do with one of the people who got injured his legs were saved by the fact he had his bag in front of him.
Do you still think about that each time you travel by tube? Even now?
I don't use it that often, but when I do, my bag goes in front of my feet just in case. I do. I mean, it sounds daft. I carry a lightstick and a torch and a little first aid.
Yeah, no.
It's just me,
Thoughts coming on this, by the way. Ali says, why is it that the truly horrendous bombing in Boston is getting saturation coverage, yet bombings in other countries only get a cursory mention? For example, the BBC News Channel reports that yesterday at least 31 people have been killed and more than 200 wounded in a series of early morning explosions in cities across Iraq. But meanwhile, once we've been told the story, it's not mentioned again until the next spate of bombings is reported. Surely any loss of life to terror attacks is a tragedy of insurmountable proportions and should be as much of a concern as to us as any other. I mean, however much he is right, there's a reason why the events in Boston connect with us.